This is how you make a Shopify store. Either you're into clothes or electronics or online services, this tutorial will cover it all, from the techniques and knowledge of all the greats. And if you're still wondering if e-commerce is worth it, well, it is. So if you have a product and want to hop on the bandwagon, well, this video is for you. So let's begin. So first off, once you've signed up and everything's all going good, Shopify redirects you to this page. It's a setup guide which makes your life easier. So first off, let's add our first product. Okay. So in this video, I'm gonna be selling watches. Okay, so we're gonna call it Watch It. Now the description. The cool thing here about the description is that Shopify has its own AI which can generate text for you. So for instance, finest watches. Okay, and you can select here the tone and boom. Let's keep it. Okay, so now let's upload some media. Okay, so I've uploaded my media. Here you can click on these 6 dots to move it around. You can click on the box and delete it. But we're just gonna keep it like this because it's good. Now let's go to pricing. Here we're gonna put our price. Let's say I want to sell it for $50. The compare at price is the price that shows right next to it with a strike through. So let's say it was 65. It's either to say that it was $65, now it's $50, or it's to say that other people are selling it at $65, but we're selling it at $50. Okay, now you can charge tax on this product or not. Now let's go to the cost per item. Now here, let's say I bought it for $20. Okay, now here it automatically calculates your profit and profit margin. Okay, so that also makes your life easier. Now underneath it we have our inventory. You can either click to track quantity, or if you don't want to track its quantity, you can untick it. Now the shop location here, because I do not have a physical shop, I'll leave it 0. You can continue selling out of stock if you want. I'm gonna say yes. And this product has a SKU or barcode. Okay. Let's call the SKU, that's Mechanical Watch 001. You can call it whatever you want. Now for shipping details. Now this is a physical product, yes. Its weight is, let's say, 300 grams. Okay, if you're selling a digital product or anything that is not a physical product, you just untick this. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. Now let's go down to variants. Now variants is like size, color. It mainly is for like accessories, clothes, stuff like that, you know. I'm gonna click it just to show you how it works. You can do the size, color, material, and style. You can add another option here. Okay, now search engine listing. Now here is your metadata. This is what you look like on Google. If people search Watch It, this is what you will appear like. Now let's go to the right side. Now here you have status, which is active. Publishing, where the sales channels you want this product to be published, where the markets you want to be published at. Okay, now product organization. Now the category is watches, determines US tax rates, so you can leave these blanks, but the collection here. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another collection to the watches. Here I have mechanical watches, and I'm gonna add a digital watch. And I'm gonna show you how you can make a collection and add them to it. Okay, so first off, let me make another product. Let's save this one here. So here I added another product, which are digital watches, as you can see. Now I'm gonna go to collections. I'm gonna create a collection. I'm gonna call the first one digital. Now the description, I'm not gonna put a description here. Collection type, manual or automated. So manual basically is when you have a small business, manual is best. Okay, but if you have a large business with a lot of products, you can put in automated. It will make your life more easy. Okay, so I'm gonna keep it that way. Okay, now to the right, again the publishing, like the products page, use this one for the digital. I'll save it. Okay, now this is our collection. Now let's click on collection. Let's create another collection. Let's call it mechanical. So this will be our collections image. Okay, great. Let's save it. Now we go to products. Okay, let's click on the first one, the mechanical one. Let's click on collections. Let's add it to mechanical. Save it here. Click on the digital and add it to our digital collection. So now we have to go to inventory. Check our inventory. Unavailable, committed, and available. Let's say I have 250 of each. Congratulations, now you have your first product. Now, it's great that you have a product, but you need a website to sell it on. So let's go to online store. Let's add a theme. Now, as you see to the left, you have some filters, price, which industry, catalog size, features, whatever you want. So if you have the money for it, get the paid ones because of course they're gonna be better, but if you don't want to spend between 180 and 400 bucks, just stick to the free. Okay, so let's click on free. Let's click on origin. Okay, if you want to try the theme, you just click it to edit it, or you can view the demo store. So opening the demo store is just opening it, viewing it, if it's good, if the layout doesn't need a lot of fixing, you know. So I'm gonna try this one. Let's click on try theme. Okay, now we click on customize. So this is your store. Now to the left here are your, if you want to call it segments. Okay, so the header segment is this one here, right here. Okay, this is the header. The template is here. This is the featured product. And this is the image banner. You can see it to the left. If I hover over it, you see testimonials, multi-columns. It hovers over them. So if you want to change something, you just click it. Let's say I want to do it best. Let's say best watches. Now the header. If you want to change something in the header, you just click on the header. You know, you can change the desktop logo position, the menu, drop down or mega menu or drawer. You can change the color scheme from whichever color scheme they have. You see there. The menu color. Okay. You can set the country region selector. And you have the margin, spacing, padding. Now let's go to our featured product. Now here, you just click on it. You select your product. Let's say I want to put this one. Now here it automatically copies the product's details and put them here. Okay, now let's watch it. Okay, you can enter a description right here. You can even leave it without a description. It goes away. Let's say you want to duplicate it, move to next position or move to previous position, or you can remove it all together. Okay, now the media, I think it's a bit too big. Let's make it smaller, way better. Okay, media file, let's say fill. Desktop media, position to the left or to the right, whichever one you like. You can change the buy buttons. You can click on share. You can change the button. Variant picker, if there are variants to it. You can change the title. You can make it big, small, medium. Okay. The image banner. Now you can change the image here. You can add a block to it. Let's say I want to add a heading. Let's say whatever you want. You can change the text. You know, it's fairly easy to do whatever you want with this page. Okay. Now, for instance, if I want to get the image banner up the page, so I just click on it and drag it. Let's leave it there. Okay, if I want to add a column, let's say in the footer I want to add a section, or in the template I want to add a section. Let's add a section. Let's put in the featured collection. Okay, great. Let's change its name to digital. Okay, make it large. You can add a description here or not. Okay, here you can play with the description styles and the collection. Here you add the collection. Okay, here I added the digital collect. Now here I added the digital. Now here I added the digital collection. Okay, so here because I have only one product in the digital collection, it only shows one picture. It's very horrible. It's not aesthetically pleasing at all, but this is just to show you that you can add a collection here. Product card, you can change the image ratio here. Show second image on hover. You can see here. Go to settings. Basically here in the settings you can change the overall settings of the page. So for instance, you can change the color schemes, you can add them, you can change the typography layouts, you can add animations, change the buttons, collection cards, media, badges, everything. You can do this right from here. Okay, so now that we finished designing our website, let's see its mobile view, because basically, well, because mobile users are way more than desktop users, you have to check your mobile view. Okay, so seems pretty good. Okay, and you save it. Now, the publish button here is you actually installing the theme that you just customized on your website. So let's publish it. Now here I have showing pick a plan. Now if you already picked a plan, it will show you here that you can manage your password and delete it. Now let's add a domain. You can connect existing domain if you already have a domain, or you can buy a new domain. Let's buy a new domain. Let's call it watchit. Okay, so watchit.com isn't available. I don't like these options. Well, a little trick I'm gonna show you now. If you have a domain name which consists of two words, you can just put a dash between them. And there you go, watchit.store is really good. $9 the first year, 53 the year after that. Just click on buy, put in your info here, and you just buy the domain. It's that simple. Congratulations, now you have a website. Okay, now that we're in the settings, let's change the store's name. So click on store detail, store name, let's call it Watchit. Okay, you can put in a store phone and store email. Now let's click on payments, because how else are you gonna get paid? Okay, so these are Shopify's payments. Now these are basically the major credit card companies. Okay, plus you have Apple Pay, Google Pay, and MetaPay. You can manage these. Okay, so if you, for whatever reason, like you don't want someone to pay via MasterCard, you can just unclick it here. Okay, but it will not do you any good, because the more channels you have, the more likely that people will buy. For instance, let's say someone only has a MasterCard, okay, and you've unticked MasterCard on the settings here. He can't buy anything from your store, so you lost one customer. Okay, and you're online, so multiply that by a lot of customers. Okay, now you can add additional payment methods here, like PayPal or whatever payment method that isn't one of these. You can add them. You can add payment capture method automatically at checkout, automatically when the order is filled, or manually. You can add manual payment methods, and you can customize your own. Okay, now that you've customized your payment method, let's go to shipping and delivery. Okay, now let's create a new profile. Let's call it Watchit. Let's add the products. Okay, shop location USA. Okay, now let's add shipping zones. For instance, USA 1. Okay, let's scroll down. Let's click on USA. Now let's add a rate. You can either use a flat rate or a carrier or app to calculate your rates. I recommend you use the carrier app, because it makes your life easier. Okay, let's UPS standard. Okay, let's put in the flat amount at 2. Done. Let's save. I agree to all of those. Now you have to put in your details and you're good to go. So congratulations again. Now you have a shipping profile If you're still watching this video, you've already done a lot, but there are some few things left to do, like policies. Now the policy page is basically your store policies, okay? So here you have the return policy, you can turn it on, it's by default turned off, okay? Now let's go down to written return and refund policy, okay? You can either write it on your own or you can create it from template, okay? Shopify has already made templates, but again, you have to carefully sit down and read it because it's your policies. Don't be stupid. Okay. Now the privacy policy, you can also create it from template. Terms of service also. Again, you have to read these. I don't because I'm making a video. Shipping policies, they don't have a template. Now the contact information, they have a template, but I'm not gonna click on it because it shows you my personal information and I don't want to spend another 15 minutes blurring it out in editing. So yeah, now you just save and you're good to go. So now that we're done with everything, website design, payments, shipping, now you actually have to do some testing, play around with the website, place a couple of orders, see your inventory, how it changes, everything, and you're good to go. So now you have a fully functional e-commerce website. Good luck with it, and it's TK from Profit Stream. See you in the next video.